Hello, welcome back. Look at you getting an extra video. So, somebody on Instagram contacted me today after I put a transformation photo up on my story. They saw that I have so far lost 84 pounds, which is 6 stone, and they said, "May I ask, what's the secret, or would you have to kill me?" So, I have put together 10 things that are the secret, I guess. So let's get into it. Number one, the click moment. I can't tell you how the click moment is going to happen or what it's going to look like for you, but the click moment is the moment that your brain, something in your brain goes, I've got to make a change, and you actually stick to it. It's not something that you're going to do for a day and then go, oh, that's too hard. So the click moment needs to happen, in my opinion, for it to be something that you're going to continue doing forever. The click moment didn't happen for me in my previous journeys, but for some reason I was able to continue in my previous journey for 2 years, but 2 years and I only had lost 4 stone comparatively to now we're into 17 months in this journey and I've lost 6 stone. So that's the difference, I guess. But yeah, the click moment also, I think, allows you to have a bigger quota of motivation to help get you through. And number 2, find something that works for you. Find the change, the plan that works for you. So for me, slimmingworld works for me because it's not restrictive, which means that I can still be a binge eater and binge eat to my heart's content on free food and not feel guilty. There is restriction and boundaries in place, but because they're just boundaries and it's not, you cannot eat this food, I think that works really, really well for me. No food is out of bounds. It's just some foods have restrictions, I guess, or boundaries. Number 3, do it because you want to do it. It's as simple as that. Don't lose weight for other people, lose weight for you. When I first started losing weight, I was a little bit embarrassed about the fact that I needed to lose weight again when I'd already been on a journey before and then gained it all back and some more. So I felt, a little bit scared to tell people that I was on another weight loss journey, even though they obviously knew that I had gained weight because they would have been able to see that I had put on 4 stone. Well, it was probably 5 stone actually in the end. Number 4, planning. Planning is key. I have been to festivals, music festivals, I've been to weddings, I've been to friends' houses, I've stopped over at friends' houses, I've been on holiday, and I have stuck to plan. There's literally been about 6 times in the course of the past year where I have strayed from the plan. For instance, at Christmas I had a bit of a binge week where I had a McDonald's like 3 times and etc. But back to the point is planning is key. So in order for me to go to festivals and stick to the plan, I had to plan. So I took things like hummus with me, cool box, cool bag, crudités, cereal bars, fruit, bananas, apples, you name it. I sort of took it. I stuck to drinking water. I will say I was working at these festivals, so it was a little bit easier to not drink alcohol. When I was at weddings, I took cereal bars and fruit with me in a bag just in case I needed to reach for that rather than the food. I remember at one of the weddings there was like pie. What's it called? Is it a pie? Is that what it's called? Oh. Not a Scotch egg, but like a Scotch egg, in the same realms of Scotch egg territory, but a pie. It's got a name. What's the name of it? I've remembered. Pork pies. Pork pies. Anyway, there was things like that at this wedding. So instead of reaching for the pork pie, I just went into my bag and got my piece of fruit out instead. I did also have a massive, big cooked breakfast before I went to the wedding. I was there all day and drinking spirits, and it just meant that I was able to sort of protect my weight loss, because at the end of the day, I'd rather lose weight. Like, losing weight feels better than crap food feels. That leads me on to number 5, which is alcohol. I drink spirits. I used to drink a lot of beer. Beer was my favourite, and you can drink beer on slimmingworld. There are like low sin beers, so low calorie beers that you can have. Like, I think Amstel is a lower calorie beer, for example. But it also was making me have problems with my stomach and going to the toilet a lot on nights out. I'd literally have to take like wet wipes with me because there'd always be a punctuation on a night out. So moving to spirits was definitely a good call on my part. I've actually, my favourite thing to do is get a flavoured vodka or gin, for example, and then just have sparkling water with it. So that's actually really tasty in my opinion, and pleases my taste buds and means I can get drunk, which is obviously the goal. Number 6, motivation is fleeting. Determination needs to be the constant. Without determination, you're gonna fail, and if you fail, you're gonna fail quite badly, because I don't know about you, but if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna bloody do it. So if I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna fail beyond belief. So yeah, don't rely on motivation, rely on your determination. I've spoke about it briefly in my last video, motivation and determination, but I surround myself, I immerse myself in weight loss, not to the point where it's obsessive, but just every single day, keep myself in check. I will make sure that I look at Instagram. I'm pretty sure everybody does that. And I'll look at some food pictures and look for recipes and ideas. Look on YouTube and watch people and their videos. So I've been watching YouTubers like chloestrange. I've also been watching Mrs. Space Cadet. 2 very different YouTubers. One is on a weight loss journey. So it's chloestrange, you should go check her out. And then Mrs. Space Cadet is on a journey to run a marathon. So two sorts of journeys, both different journeys, but absolutely inspiring. And just keeping in check with those sorts of people helps me to keep in check with myself. Number 7, knowing my trigger foods. So for me, I can't just eat one biscuit. I can't just have half a packet of crisps or half a bag of popcorn and save it, or just one bourbon biscuit. I just can't. It's just physically impossible for me to have those things in the house and not just eat them. In the past, I have bought multi-packs of popcorn and crisps, and how I have dealt with that is I have left the multi-pack in my car. I then forgot that I had done that, and when I came to clear out my car, I found some out-of-date popcorn. So maybe you shouldn't do that, but it clearly worked as something to do because I forgot that I actually owned it. But what I tend to do, if I fancy those sorts of things, I will get individually packaged and wrapped things. If a packet is open, that is way more temptation for me to go and fill my boots. So yeah, know your trigger foods, know the things that set you off. If you know that I don't know, after you've had a sandwich, you have to go back for another sandwich, then don't have a sandwich. It's as simple as that. Sort of avoid those foods, I guess, or just find alternative ways to enjoy them. And then I think, then once you have got to a place where you're sort of in control, maybe that's where you can start making those baby steps to get to a point where it's not a trigger food anymore. Number 8 is experimenting with recipes, so trying out new ideas, keeping things fresh. So I try weekly to do a new recipe or try a new food that I've not tried before, or just buy something as a treat that I haven't bought before. So for example, this week I discovered Tesco do Plant Chef southern fried fillets, and they're 5 cents on slimmingworld, and honestly it just tasted like, in my opinion, it tasted like a chicken legend, like McDonald's thing. If I just had it on its own without bread and chips and a salad, but I just feel like if I'd had it in a lovely crusty like cob and cheese, and it would have been even more heavenly, which I think I'll do next time. So there's that to look forward to. I've also discovered that Aldi do some marshmallows that are vegan, and I've been enjoying those, and I've been having them in a hot chocolate, so that's been lovely. Number 9, make small achievable goals. For me, it was quite daunting to look at how much weight I needed to lose. I was 18 stone and half a pound. That is how much I weighed. I wasn't going to say how much I weighed on this channel, but fuck it. So I weigh currently 12 stone and half a pound, because this week I put on a pound and a half. But yeah, I've lost 6 stone, and to lose that 6 stone, I couldn't look at it as a whole thing. That's 84 pounds. That's a lot of weight, in my opinion. I think even if you actually only had, say, 14 pounds to lose, that can seem like quite a lot and can seem quite scary. So just bite-sized chunks. So the thing, I keep harping on about it, but the thing I like about slimmingworld is you get a certificate at every half a stone. So I have just looked at every half a stone as a goal. I've never looked at beyond half a stone, and I've also never gone, right, I'm going to lose this half a stone this month. I just lose it when I lose it, and if it only takes a month, brilliant. If it takes 6 weeks, brilliant. If it takes 6 months, brilliant. But you know, it happens when it happens, but it's small and it's an achievable goal. I also didn't put a time frame on losing weight this time. So when I did my previous journey back in like 2014, I lost 4 stone. It took me 2 years, and the reason I was losing weight was because I wanted to do a skydive in memory of my friend Katie, who had passed away, and I was too fat. I weighed too much. I was 17 stone 4 at my heaviest on that journey, and I believe, I think you had to be under 15 stone to do the skydive, and I'd booked the skydive. I wasn't under 15 stone when I got to that point, so I had to rebook it, which felt really, really gutting. And I got down to 13 stone 3, I believe, on that journey. And then, yeah, gained it all back and more. But my point was that I had a time frame on that one, so it felt like there was more urgency to it, which made me want to avoid doing it and made me want to self-sabotage rather than just face the music. Whereas because there's no pressure this time, the pressure's off, stress-free, it'll go when it goes, it'll just melt off when it wants to melt off, sort of thing. As long as I'm doing everything I can to aid that, then cool. So yeah, just don't put pressure on yourself, basically. Unless you're a sort of person that pressure's really, really going to work, then you do you. Number 10, this is possibly the most important thing, but enjoy what you're eating. You need to look forward to your meals. Don't be trying to force things down you that you don't enjoy eating. I mean, I have a bowl in my kitchen of apples. I will always have apples in. I don't hate the taste of an apple, but apples are a food like that for me. Same with salad. I do enjoy a Subway salad. I see that as a treat, and I do treat myself to a Subway salad every now and then. But when I make salad myself, it's not quite the same. It's not got that like factor to it. But yeah, I always try and look forward to meals and keep myself excited about the food that I'm eating. I don't think I could force myself to say eat, I don't know, a bowl of nuts. That's just sounds like hell to me. I couldn't force myself to eat an orange. That also sounds like hell to me. So whatever plan that you are choosing to follow or do, or the route that you're going down, make sure that you're eating things that adhere to that plan. Eat things that you enjoy, because you're going to then look forward to each meal, and it's going to be a fun process rather than a painful process. And those are the 10 secret tips, I guess, in losing weight and how to lose weight. So I guess it's up to you whether you want to follow my advice, but those are the things that have helped me, and those are the things that I've learnt on my journey. I'll catch you next time for another video. Bye.